This is Talking Chaos with Warlock Fred and Condor. Thank you for listening.
Welcome back to the next episode of Talking Chaos with Warlock Fred and the Condor. Condor, I believe. Well, you know what?
Welcome back to the next. That's time travel.
I
You are a wizard, but I'm still. We'll wait and we'll cover time travel in another episode. But this episode is going to be focused on flying cars. I mean, automated cars. But frankly, we should bring up flying cars. Like, didn't the 50s say we would have those by now? Where the fuck are those?
The advancements within the automotive technology?
Okay. Not the answer I thought I was going to get, but we'll go with that. Sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit. Which was what the wizard was just spouting on about for a second.
Excuse me, you spew bullshit, like left and right. You cannot
be
allergic.
I'm a fucking bird. And I'm your bird. Like, it's not even fair.
But if you're my bird, then why the fuck do you talk so much shit?
Because what the fuck else am I supposed to do with a drunk wizard?
I mean, hey now.
All my bird friends got pissed off and left.
No, that's understandable.
Well, nonetheless, automated vehicles. Okay, that was the real topic for today's episode. Automated vehicles. I gotta bring us back to center.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd heard about something that had happened. I'm not sure how recently, but I know that a couple got busted on the highway, engaging in fuckery.
I was gonna say, is this the article I saw recently about the couple engaging in coitus?
Yeah, they were sexing it up while they were going down the road in a vehicle that was driving for them.
Was this one of the Tesla cars? Because this feels like one of those Tesla cars.
I think it was, but I can't say that with 100% certainty. So let's not point any fingers here or any other parts of the body. But I find it mysterious that nobody's tried this before. Like, it's 2019, and we've had automated vehicles for a second. Like, nobody. I'm sure there had to be a couple of nerds who Google, like, who took the car for a spin and like had the vehicle taking pictures around them while they were inside, like shagging.
I mean, well, it depends, because I mean, if you're looking at it from the simple,
you don't think people at Google fuck?
What? I'm sorry, you're going to need to define what you mean by, do you think people Google fuck? Like, do people...
No, the people who work at Google. Do you think the people who work at Google fuck?
I mean, I assume as much. They got here somehow.
Right, it's got a couple thousand employees, right?
I have no fucking clue how many people Google employs.
I gotta say that it's probably less than 10,000. That seems like an awful lot of people for a bunch of computers doing most of the work.
Hey man, they have AI and shit. It goes down.
I'm not gonna, let's not count any of their subcontractors.
I'm
gonna say less than 10,000 people, and I guess that's how many people Google has. Now, statistically, it only takes one. Okay? Odds right now, no, it takes two. 2 Google employees. 2 out of 10,000.
I mean, technically, it only takes one. They just...
Do you know how fucking works?
I mean, well, yes, I do, but I'm just saying...
It absolutely takes 2.
Technically, it only takes one Google employee. They just happen to have employed.
Oh, you're right. No, I understand the clause here. You're saying, like, employee brought his girlfriend or boyfriend. We don't need to get gender bias here. To, like, the Google smart car and was like, yeah, let's, you know what I mean? Let's do a little shagging while we race it around the track.
Also, I'd like to caveat Google. I like to be nerdy about this shit because wizard and whatnot. Apparently,
right. I understand it.
Google has 72,000 full-time staff, some 27,000 in research and development alone. So, just throwing that out there now.
I feel like the wizard may have Googled this in the intro.
Absolutely.
Frankly, you used them to figure out how many of them there were.
Well, and apparently Google also
reliable source, really. Who better would know?
I've also discovered that apparently Google is literally called, if you look them up, is Alphabet, the company. Like, not Google. Like, literally Google is not a thing.
That's comforting. That sounds like Acme Incorporated, which, to my knowledge, never helped anybody get any Roadrunners. Do you get what I'm saying here?
Oh,
Alphabet
absolutely.
Company? The company? Alphabet the company.
I'm reading from Google directly, which is,
I'll be frank with you, that sounds like a verb. Like, you go Alphabet yourself.
Versus go Google yourself?
That's not really what I meant. But yeah, sure, we'll say that.
I mean, we do have, 30 Rock with Tracy Morgan believing like, I'm going to go Google myself. Can I use your computer? And he was talking about like jerking off, and apparently she thought it was okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm making some obscure reference.
That's really tangential. That's really awesome. Okay. Wizards, weird reference to a 2000s television show with Tracy Morgan.
Hey, man.
Did not go well.
Let me have my entertainment.
I'm trying. It's hard for birds, though, man. We're particular.
I mean, you also shit on people, so really...
Professionally. Yeah, that's how we make money. Yep, we poop on your heads, and when you're not looking, we swoop into your pockets and take your socks. That's where your socks go, by the way. Nobody knows. Everybody's missing socks, and birds trade in socks.
Our socks are in our pockets?
Yeah. You can buy a human with 20,000 socks. There's not many birds in the slave trade. Not anymore. Not since the Human Slave Act in 1984.
I mean, human trafficking is still a thing and very, very much should be stopped.
No, absolutely. But birds aren't the reason it's happening anymore.
Are you saying that laws only apply to humans and not birds?
There are bird laws. Specifically. I adore how somehow we got from flying cars to bird laws, which somehow actually relate to one another. Like, do you notice that? We can circle back now. Like, okay, flying cars, should we be careful of violating bird law?
Now, do you have some sort? What is your governing what is your governing
the
supremacy?
Bird law governing body? Is that what you mean? What's the legislative body for the birds? There are sorry. Had something in my beak. There's an elder bird council. The Sacred Nine, as we call them.
Are they elected, or is it just like a generational pass down? Or
it is. They are the 9 oldest birds, and occasionally
the elders.
We have a lot of old birds, and we go through the council pretty quickly. Like, power shifts very quickly in bird culture. Because the airplanes, man, like, they're always hitting airplanes, and then we got to get new council members.
Are we really going to discuss this?
Frankly, your culture should be more concerned about bird law. Like, it's a travesty what's happening to my people.
Is it because the culture vulture comes around every once in a while?
Don't get me started on the culture vultures. There's more than one, believe me. They hang together in a pack. Well,
in a pack.
Wait, you don't. What is a group of vultures called? It's not a pack.
A flock? I don't know. Is
Flock
it like
of vultures?
Bunch of
doesn't
fucking
sound right.
A murder of crows.
Don't get me started on crows, man. They're all right, but I don't hang out with them in the daylight.
All right, going back to your automated cars because we have gone way left of center.
I mean, you asked the questions, bro. I'm just a bird talking.
I should never have cast that spell.
I used to be a real boy. I have assimilated now.
God damn it.
What I would give to be a human. I have, what is it that I said we trade in?
Socks?
I have socks.
It's like I thought you traded
Anyone
in coins
willing
and
to make
shiny
me
shit.
human again will be granted a lifelong supply of socks.
Oh, God.
For you will know where yours are finally.
And this is where we've reached.
All right.
Automated cars.
I like automated cars, frankly. We won't get off on like how they easily could incorporate bird law. All right, we've discussed that enough for now. We'll get into bird law again later.
All right.
But I really get confused a little bit when you think about MAD, the organization, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. I have a disdain for alcohol, like no other. It takes a lot to push me to a point where I think that drinking is a good idea, especially profane amounts of it, because usually it takes me a while to finish a drink. Now, Wizards, you do what you will, okay? I don't judge.
I'm offended by this. As I say, with the drink in my hand, I'm offended by this.
That's okay. You have business that you take care of, and as far as I'm aware, you're not getting drunk in public and trying to start fights outside of bars called Rainbow.
No, there is a very it is moderated and it is within my own domicile.
I like that word. Good word. Nice word.
Thank you.
Today's word of the day is domicile.
Fucking Sesame Street.
Straight up, bro. Watch it though. That shit's copyrighted.
Oh, what's weird is HBO owns fucking Sesame Street now.
You know who HBO doesn't own? Automated cars. Obviously, there's a problem. Nobody wants to talk about automated cars, as you may have noticed with tonight's episode.
All right, let's focus.
Well, let's attempt to, anyway.
Yeah, right. All right.
Okay.
So automated cars.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving, an organization that I love. Okay, I've always loved. They got huge in the 80s.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving, Students Against Drunk Driving. There's multiple organizations against drunk driving.
Right.
Okay.
So why aren't they screaming that automated cars are a necessity? As soon as we start making them as a community, as a society, you would see growth in the way that they perform, okay? And the automated part would become more and more automated. And the autopilot would become better and better to a point where it didn't matter how drunk you were. You could be like, I don't know, it would be like going home.
So frankly, I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's why I want automated cars, because I'm tired of drunk people running the rest of us the fuck over.
No. So, in fairness, I can literally say to my phone, "Okay, Google, take me home, bitch," and it will literally give me directions home. Granted, I could do the same thing to an automated car, provided the
you programmed your phone to respond to bitch.
not necessarily bitch. It literally it doesn't skip that. It skips that part. I don't know why, but it accepts it within the like vocal like command.
Do you know how
but
excited I am at the possibility that like Knight Rider could be cool and real?
Well, then you're assuming that each car has its own individual personality. And
I'm not gonna try to eat a hamburger on the floor of my car, but I'm just saying, like, it could be cool. Not David Hasselhoff cool, but cool.
Okay, again, you're assuming that each AI is unique to each car, and I'm assuming that based on today's technology,
I think of it as like the movie Her. Like it's all the same AI, but it's just better at being personal.
I have not seen that movie, so I cannot give
but you get what I mean by the reference, like by how I am explaining it.
So each AI is individualistic to each person?
Kind of. They know who they are, and they like have gotten used to who they are, and they can kind of guess some of their choices and anticipate some of their movements and desires. But like if I picked up your phone and tried to use the program, it may not know who the fuck I am. Even though it's the same voice, the same programming, it's just been like designed, and after however many hours of use, just like knows one person. At least that's my.
Okay.
It'd be creepy as fuck if I picked up your phone and I was like, "Hey, bitch," and it was like, "Yo, massa." Like, give me the news. And it's like, that's what happened. You know what I mean? Like, that would be crazy.
Now you're getting into AI versus automated.
Yeah, like, I don't want it to be one organism that, like, communicates with every other device. That's some straight up, like, evil fucking doers shit. Like, that sounds like some I'm gonna destroy the world
Big Brother
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some Big Brother, like, drag your ass around and, like, hey, we know exactly what you're doing, when you're doing it, who you're talking to, everything.
And we know where the terrorist is before the terrorist exists. We anticipate the terrorist. We the top police. Something like that.
Where did that voice come from?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
It's how I imagine people in the government talk. Probably
what?
Not accurate.
No, again.
You don't think they talk like this?
I know they don't talk like this.
Okay. All right.
So we have, what is it? Google that is currently working on an automated system. We have Tesla that's working on an automated system.
Eventually they succeeded because people are fucking in it.
Well, I mean,
while going down the road. At high speed.
I mean,
relatively high speed. Fucking.
Define high speed.
New
though.
Olympic game. High speed fucking. And the goal is to come as quickly as possible. I want to know how you shave time off. And God, I hope it doesn't involve actually shaving.
Well, then you would be a gold medalist every fucking time.
I would, yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine being the dude, though, that got the gold medal for, like, I came the fastest during the car fucking. I'm a 14-time gold medalist car fucker. High-speed car fucker.
And that's the only time you get laid, because
you humans are weird. I just want to make that clear. As a bird, I know that you guys are strange. I used to be human, so I can talk like that now, right?
I mean, I guess. I assumed you were a metaphorical bird, but hey, what do I know?
Dude, it's the internet. I'm whatever the fuck I want to be.
Fucking trolls.
Birds, bro.
Are you saying all trolls are birds?
No, I'm just saying this troll is a bird. I'm a metaphorical troll. I'm a literal bird.
So we have people fucking in cars. I know that there's also another incident of people sleeping, like a dude sleeping while in like a traffic jam or some shit like that. But like, what other things would you see in regards to automate? Like, what would you like to see in regards to automotive automation?
I genuinely want people to start playing board games. Like, can you imagine what a family vacation would be like if instead of sitting in the car trying to be comfortable in a very restrictive space that
all
only
enjoying the
faces one
same
direction.
fucking music.
Yeah, and most of the time, in order to feel the most comfortable, everybody's got headphones in, except for the driver, who like barely gets to decide what they're listening to because they should really be concentrating on driving.
Whoa. Driver picks the music, shotgun shuts his cake hole.
Shotgun shuts his cake hole?
Absolutely.
Really? Co-pilot. As co-pilot, I've definitely co-piloted with headphones in. And by that I meant I did nothing. I did not contribute.
Well, the navigator, you suck.
What do you want me to do? I'm a bird. I only remember a top-down view of where we're headed. So in a car, it's very difficult.
Well, then why don't you get out and fucking tell us where the fuck we need to go?
Oh, for a warlock, I don't think you understand how loud I would have to scream for you to hear me 350 feet above the earth as a bird.
Bluetooth, bitch.
That's interesting. You want me to give away that I'm a talking bird? Because I'll have Bluetooth on? Incognito, bitch. That's how this happens. Otherwise, I'd be in like a zoo somewhere. Like, talking bird, that shit would sell for millions.
You would not be in a fucking zoo somewhere. You'd be in you'd be a fucking government science experiment that they'd be like, all right, how did we do this?
I feel like you should be. You've already said too much. Do you work for said program? Are you the bird snatcher?
How do you think you got this far?
Damn it. I knew it all along. It was an inside job.
We have to monitor you.
Oh, that's what that bump in my back is? There's a tag? I've been chipped? Which satellite is on me now? I'm looking around for it. I don't see it.
9.
The number, or are you telling me in German no?
The number.
Oh, okay. So it's satellite number 9. Okay.
Oh, now it's number 3.
God damn it, you're a fucking wizard.
Wizard of technology.
Alright, well, I think that's probably been enough for today's episode. You guys have a great day, and thanks for joining us.
Enough of today's episode. That was all over the fucking place. God damn.
I mean, this is what happens.
Shenanigans. I blame you.
You're a drunk wizard, and I'm a used-to-be man-bird. Like, standards should be lowered. Somehow I'm operating all of this. It doesn't make any sense.
Go peck at your keyboard some more.
Yeah, okay. I'm out, wizard. Say goodnight to the audience.
Good night.
This is Condor here. I just wanted to say thank you for listening to today's episode. And if you like what we do, head on over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/talkingchaos.